Knowing when to turn in an insurance claim can be a little more tricky than it sounds. Are you supposed to report it to your carrier right away? No questions asked. You talk to your agent? You assess the damages on your own or get an estimate first? The answer to those questions are critical, and it'll be different based on the severity of your claim. In this video, I'll review some scenarios to help you decide when to turn in a claim. First and foremost, the simplest answer of all is that if you do have a potential claim, the very first thing you should do is contact your agent, especially if you aren't sure how severe the claim actually is. Some cases will be more difficult to tell than others, so use your best judgment, and when in doubt, speak with your agent about it regardless of how severe it ends up being. Second, if it's a liability claim, especially if an injury or death is involved, you should always contact your agent and/or your insurance company right away. Managing a property loss is one thing, but when you're dealing with someone else's property or injuries, it's an entirely different discussion. Okay, so let's return to property claims and the process you should follow when deciding whether or not to file a claim or not. The first thing to do is document everything and observe the severity of the loss. In some cases, like a large fire to your house, significant damage to your car, or water running out of the upstairs faucet and dripping into your living room, you know it's going to be a large claim. But what if it's a small scratch to your car or a slight fender bender? In that case, the first thing to do is get an estimate on the damage. Some insurance companies will allow you to contact your preferred body shop or contractor. Others will have preferred shops that they want you to go to. When getting the initial estimate, it really shouldn't matter, but you should be aware that if you do end up submitting the claim, that may be the case. You should also make sure that the damage you're looking at is covered on your insurance policy. Insurance companies do not regularly pay for maintenance issues, or parts that have aged out, or homes that are showing age or wear and tear if that's the result of the damage, so make sure that you have a covered incident. You can review your own policy on your own or discuss the damage with your agent. At that point, you may decide that it's not worth filing the claim at all, or you could pay it out of pocket. If it's under your deductible, you'd have no choice anyway, but what if it's $200 to $300 above the deductible? That could be a little harder to decide. On the one hand, if you haven't had a claim in 10 years, one small claim won't increase your rates all that much at the next renewal, if at all. On the other hand, if you have a second claim within 2 to 3 years of the first one, that could actually raise your rates. So it might be worth paying out of pocket if the price is within range of your deductible. Just use your best judgment or discuss with your agent. The claims process itself can also be a lengthy process, so I would urge you to be patient with your insurance carrier and keep in touch with your claims adjuster and your agent. Managing the claim itself once it's been submitted will be a topic for another video. In summary, if you decide to file an insurance claim, it's important to be prepared. You should gather all of the necessary documentation and be clear about what you're claiming. You should also be patient and cooperative with the claims process. Thank you for watching. I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions about insurance claims, please feel free to leave a comment below.